Hey everyone! Welcome to the first episode of my devlog. Today, I'm going to share what I've been up to so far, which is prep work, something I totally underestimated. First, I made character turnaround sheets for Blue, Lavender, and Lime, who shows up a lot in the intro. I already had their designs from the first version of Blue Story, so it was pretty easy to tweak them a bit for the new story. This is my first time making turnarounds, so they're not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about making everything look perfect and align. The turnarounds are honestly for when I'm struggling or not motivated to draw. I'll just trace them. I made a spreadsheet to keep track of my progress. I've seen other people do this, so I thought, why not give it a try? I'm not sure if I'll actually use it in the long run, but I'm hoping it'll help me stay motivated and see the bigger picture. For the backgrounds, I wanted to get a good idea of the two main settings. 1, the workplace where most of the story takes place, and 2, Lavender's car where they chat after work. I made some top views of both places to figure out where everything goes. I even sketched out some scene panels inside the car with different camera angles. I learned about the 180-degree rule, which is this filming trick that helps keep characters in the same spots even when the camera angle changes. Like if character A is on the left and character B is on the right in one shot, they'll stay that way even if the camera moves. Just here, sharing that knowledge around. My manager suggested I use SketchUp for the backgrounds. Some people use Blender to make 3D stuff, which would be awesome, but my laptop can barely handle anything, lol. SketchUp has some cool 3D backgrounds I can use, so I took pictures of the inside of a car to trace over later. It's kind of tricky to navigate, but it helps keep things consistent and gives me a better idea of how stuff looks. I know a lot of people are scared to use tools like this in their art. Personally, as long as you're being honest and using the tools as tools to help you, and not to make the whole art, because then what's the point? I think you'll be fine. I've never drawn cars, and Blue Story isn't about cars. So why should I try drawing cars from my imagination? This is also why I used references too. I've been collecting reference images for poses from anime. I know it'd probably be better to look at professional movies, but I'm being grounded and comparing myself to media that's achievable at my skill level. I'm checking out more simple animated stuff for now since I'm working in an animatic style, plus an excuse to watch anime, even though I don't usually watch a ton of media, if not at all. I have dedicated a whole week just writing the script for the intro episode. I kept editing and cutting things until I was finally happy with it, which helped a lot with the back and forth I talked about in the first devlog. I still have a few tiny tweaks to make after my manager gives me her feedback, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied. It ended up being 14 pages long, which I'm trying my hardest to not think about how long this will be in an animated format. Thought, I really should watch some video about how writers goes with their script for an animated movies. The format of my script is very inconsistent, going from screenplay to half-narrative or descriptive paragraphs. I also started working on something called a pitch Bible. It's like a small 20-page book that explains what the story is about, the characters' personalities, and a little bit about each episode. The pilot didn't have much storytelling outside of the PSA about abuse, so yeah, I kinda need that. I know I might be taking on too much right now, but I think being organized and having everything written down is what I need. Do I want to? Frankly, I don't want to spend my time writing about the personality and behavior of Lavender in details, for example. Writing is definitely not my thing. I don't hate it, but for me, that part is mostly done because I need to, more than because I enjoy it. Plus, 60% of the writing won't be shown since it will be translated to an animated format. I'm only writing a script to help visualize the episode in my head and figure out the scenarios.
So, yeah. Bye.